wasn't too much second guessing for him. It was pretty straightforward. You know, it was a lot of experimenting at first, but once I kind of got the feeling of it, it went by really smooth. After a few days, just messing around with a lot of the tracks and figuring out actual drum parts, I have to say I think they actually turned out really good. And as far as setup goes, it was really easy. I didn't want to go with anything too complicated. So I just decided to use just two microphones, just stereo pair them, a left and a right. It sounded great. I kept the EQing pretty light. I wanted to get as much of an authentic sound of the drum set as possible. You know, it's all about the feel of it, and I think that it sounds really good. I am pretty proud of the way that they turned out. There was a lot of problems recording bass because every time I would do it, it never sounded right. I was constantly changing microphones, constantly changing and switching between amps. The bass guitar always stayed the same, but the tone of it would change. I doubt that any of the songs actually share the same exact sound. I think the end result wound up being really good for it. I used a couple different methods of recording. For the most part, I only used one guitar for the whole album. Used only one amp. Yeah, it's all done through one guitar. It's done through the Dan Electro that I have. And then as far as the amp goes, it was through a Joyo Bluebird. Have no complaints from it at all. I've been wanting to do a record with that for quite some time. Ever since I got it, I wanted to do something with it because I knew that it would be able to I'd be able to get a great sound out of it. It has really good tone to it, and I'm glad that I bought that, and I'm glad that it ended up on this record. I just want to thank anyone who actually listens to this album. This isn't the first album I've done, and it's definitely not going to be the last. I have a lot more planned for the future. I'm going to continue doing what I do, whether you like it or not.